So lads, this is your maths for the week. So we'll start off with Monday and we're just finishing off your topic of area. So there's a lot of converting to do here. Your task is to do question 1 to 4, A, B, C and D on each. Okay, so it's quite hard to get your head around all the converting. So what I have done, and I'll attach it on Monday's slot, is so you'll notice on your homework sheet on the Monday, it'll say task 1, write out how to convert from acres to hectares and how to convert from hectare to acres. So this is here for you. So just write out these examples. Is that okay? So question 1 on Monday, yeah. So you have question 1, write as square meters. So they're giving you 2 acres. What is that in square meters? Okay, so how you do that is from acres to square meters. So however many acres you have, multiply by 100 and that'll give you however many meters. So if you had 17 acres, multiply that by 100, that'll give you 1,700 meters squared. Question 2 then, square meters to acres. So however many meters squared you have, divided by 100 to give you your acres. So 1,400 acres divided by 100 equals 14 meters squared. So I hope that makes sense. That is question 1 and 2 covered. So then write as acres. So we've 3 hectares and we need to write it as acres. So we're actually looking at the hectares into acres. I might just swap those two around so you're making sure you're looking at the right one when you're doing it. So question 3 then, however many hectares they've given you, multiply your answer by 100, that will give you how many acres it converts into. So 13 hectares multiplied by 100 equals 13,000 acres. All right. No, it doesn't. Sorry, that's my fault there. Doesn't. It gives you 1,300. And then question 4, what you're doing then, question 4, write as hectares. So you have 200 acres. What is that in hectares? So we'll have a look at our formula. Here you go, you're going from acres to hectares. So however many acres, you divide it by 100 and that'll give you the hectares that you have. So 1,500 divided by 100, that will give you 15 hectares. Okay, so hope that's all okay. It's a bit wordy, but they're the formulas to do it. So you should be absolutely fine once you understand what you're doing. And I've made it quite easy for you by showing you the different conversion rates for question 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Then Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday, lads, we're going on to long multiplication, but with a decimal. Now, I know we've practiced these in class because they've come up a fair bit in Master Your Maths. So I'll just run over what you have to do real quick. Here's your page for long multiplication. Right, task 1 that I have given you for Tuesday says, write out how to know where to put your decimal point when you're multiplying decimals. So this is how you know that. Okay, so just say, for example, you're given this sum, 3.77 multiplied by 2.8. What would your answer be? So you do your long multiplication, okay, all the usual steps. You start here with the unit. 8 times 7 is 8 times 7 is 56, and you're just keep multiplying away. Forget about your decimal point. Remember I told you that. Don't do your decimal point here in the middle part where you're doing your addition, and when you're also, remember to put in your 0 for the second row there. Okay, then at the end, that's where your decimal point comes in. So up here in the first number, there was 2 decimal places. Okay, so there's one number here, a second number there, and then your decimal points, that's the 2 decimal places. You're multiplying it by another number with only 1 decimal place. So that's where your decimal point comes into play. You've got 3 decimal places altogether, so you go in 3 places. So just say this is where your decimal point could have went. We go 1, 2, 3, and that is where it goes at the end of your answer. So then you'll see below here. So here we've only 2 decimal places because there's 1 decimal place here and there's another decimal place here. So your answer then at the bottom is 1 decimal place plus 1 decimal place will give you 2 decimal places, and that's where your answer goes. That should cover you, lads, for this topic. So I'll just run through the questions for the week really quickly, just so there's no confusion. So what I'm asking you to do on Monday, task 1, write out how to know where you put your decimal point. Will be basically writing out something similar to this, okay, to this one and to something like that. Pick one of them, just write really briefly how you know where the decimal places or how many decimal places there should be. Then task 2 on Tuesday, you're doing page 73. I'm getting you to do question 1 and 4, and I'm only getting you, so just question 1 and just question 4, and just do B and C only. Okay, it's just kind of to get your mind back thinking about long multiplication. That's just a bit of revision. And then on page 74, what you're doing is, so you're going to try question 1 to 6 and all the B's. Okay, so I just want to bring your attention to this one at 2.3 times 0.6. Okay, don't forget, read all the examples as well up here, lads. Okay, and same down here. 2 times 0.6. How many decimal places are here? How many are here? Yes, there's 1 here and there's 1 here. So your answer should have 2 decimal places. So don't forget that. Okay, so that's Tuesday's work. Wednesday's work, then what you have to do is page 75. You have question 7, A and B, and you also have question 14, A and B. And then what I want you to do is crack the code. Okay, so just do question 7, A and B, and just do question, I think it was, 14, A and B, and then go down here to crack the code. Okay. So just write out whatever the code ends up being, the sentence into your copy, and then on we have, Thursday, you're going to be doing multiplication problems. Okay, so you're doing every second problem. So I don't mind if you start with number 1 and then go to 3, or if you start with 2 and then go to 4, but you should be okay with those. All right.